Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and welcome back to Once More. Once more we are with Cammy and the clouds aren't looking very good. Are they now? Yeah, it's been like that for quite some time already.
Alright, Felix. One last shot and we'll be done. It'll be quick. I promise.
They all say it'll be a quick shot, but then we're here for another half an hour or something. I trust Cammy. You already said that before.
Oh, but please. You'll be doing me a real solid. I can't let this lighting go to waste, you know? Please.
When she says please like that, can you really turn her down? Hey, have a little self-respect. You're the upperclassman here. She's so close I could smell her perfume. Alright, I get it. I'll just be standing here, right?
Yes. That's it. Thanks a lot, Felix.
Oh, look at that smile. That genuine, sweet, innocent smile. No problem. I'm way too invested in this video to back out now anyway. I'm already within the video's description. And beep, she was back to filming.
Alright. Mr. Felix, what do you think about the digital photography exchange?
Could I just be called Felix? It's thunderous. There we go. Great. I returned home soaking wet. I can't believe it rained out of nowhere like that. I'm home. I call those words out in the hollow void of my apartment, but of course no one replies. I live alone, after all. Then again, things weren't that different when I lived with my parents. I never really minded, but I always sort of wondered what it would be like to hear a "welcome back" in return. It's a little embarrassing, and it's also a little embarrassing that I've forgotten the name of whom Felix has... Oh, Mima, there you go. It just popped right there. It's like, I have a question. Oh, the answer's literally on the screen. But I used to imagine coming home to Mima like that. And then we'd ask about each other about our days while we made dinner. Whatever. I'll just get a kettle of tea going and hope I'm not sick tomorrow. Let's see. There's a lot of tea options to choose from. I imagine at some point either at the end of this demo, but then again that would be a bit too much of a story opener, or within a full game, there's going to be events in which explains what happened to Mima. I suppose I could make my own boba to go well with it as well. It's a simple process really. First things first, everything needs to be warmed up. I take out the items I need and begin boiling some water. Now, while that's waiting, I'll go get changed. Perfect. I'm glad I have multiple of the same outfit for occasions just like this. Just because this is a game and therefore it would be really weird if the character in the game, but if they were in real life, was wearing something else, but the portrait in the game that portrays the character is wearing the same thing over and over again. It would be weird if they're wearing different outfits every time. Anyways, I'm getting off course here. The last 24 hours have been nothing but eventful. I guess there's plenty of new opportunities for me to fulfill my contract. Then again, if I go around thinking every girl I meet is an opportunity for a relationship, that just makes me desperate and delusional. You don't need to say it like that to them, though. But then again, if you're submerged with that kind of thought process when introducing yourself to new friends, and it could come back to bite you. Still, I need to make progress somehow, but if I rush things, I'll just fail in every aspect. This is kind of tough.
Take your time, love. I can wait for you.
Mima! Mima? I'm doing it again. This probably isn't healthy. I need to get her diary into the library. But I guess I'd better return the one I found today first. No use focusing on what isn't possible yet. Oh, the water is ready. Let's see. Add in the bobber. Throw in the loose leaf tea leaves. Prepare the brown sugar and honey for the bobber. Imagine saying that sentence previously a lot of times through. Leave the leaves, leave the leaves. With a bit of everything to be ready. This is actually mostly just a process of waiting. Yep. And more waiting. But eventually it's done. I'll mix a bobber with honey and brown sugar, and once the tea has seeped enough, I transfer some of it into a metal shaker full of ice. Ah, an iced tea. I throw in the boba and some ice cubes into a glass along with some milk and so that it'll come along nicely. Next, I pour the now chilled tea into my glass and stir. Homemade boba. And it only took me an hour. I don't even know what boba is. An hour which I could have used doing homework. But hey, at least I've got boba now. On the bright side, we have boba. And that's what matters. It doesn't matter what you think. This is what matters now. I have my boba. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. But at least I'm able to enjoy my time right now. Even if I can only brew a tea for myself. Tomorrow, I'm actually looking forward to it. But we have a library to go through first, don't we? Oh, why? I don't want to get up, but I need to. Is that my alarm clock? I mean, I guess the first day of classes isn't really mandatory. But professors usually just go over the class's syllabus on the first day anyways. Plus, those always wind up posted online the same day. Yeah, exactly. There's no need for me to go. I'll just shut off my alarm. That's a lazy way of thinking about it. If you're attending university, college, school, whatever, you need to be dedicated from day one. If you slack off from day one, you're going to slack off on day 1000. What's this? It's still a bit hard for me to see, but I notice a notification on the phone screen through tired eyes. Oh, screw it, I don't care if it's an emergency missile warning, I'm going back to sleep. My entire neighborhood could be blown up, but I'm still going to be here sleeping. What time is it? At some point in the afternoon I managed to wake up again. There's still some time before my next class. Maybe I should at least go to this one. Yeah, might as well. Hey now, even though I woke up late, I managed to arrive early, so the room is practically empty. What am I even doing here? Maybe I should skip. As I go to leave, I spot the piano girl from yesterday coming towards the room. Our eyes meet for a moment, and I try to wave her down, but her gaze shoots downwards. It's like she doesn't see me at all. Or she's just choosing not to. Oh my goodness sakes. What kind of subjugation is that? Begin reading her notebook in front of her. Well, if she's going to be that way, this notebook can't be all that important. She won't mind me taking a little peek then, will she? I head back to my desk to crack it open in case I lose track of time and the professor shows up. I'm at the end of my rope. I know it's better for both of us that I got some time away from her, but I feel like I'm betraying everyone by running away. But what choice do I have? I'm nothing but a failure. There's no way I could go back and face my family like this. So is a diary. Dairy. I am a dairy. I do apologise, but I wonder. Hey. Hello. Yuria comes storming towards me and slams her hands on my desk. Her hands on my desk. I hold my reading material out of reach. Hey, yourself.
Give it back, you thief.
Excuse me, you were the one who dropped it yesterday. Maybe if you weren't ignoring me, I could have.
No one in their right mind would. How does that justify anything?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
And that prize is a one-way trip out of my classroom.
Oh crap, where did he come in from?
I invite you two to take the time today to review the university's code of conduct and come back when you're ready to behave like adults.
Okay, Professor.
Anyway, now that the interruption is out of the way, good morning.
Today will be... Well then. So in the end, we both got kicked out of class on the second day of school. Talk about embarrassing. Surprisingly, Yuria hasn't stomped off yet. She keeps opening her mouth like she's going to say something and then closing it again. She looks like an old tea kettle. I'm expecting steam to start pouring out of her ears any minute now. And...
This is your fault, you know.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, it's my fault. I tried to get your attention, but you kept ignoring us. Yes, you were the one who kept ignoring us, but yet you're the one... Sorry, we're the ones who gets the blame. It's almost like the bully gets away with everything, but the person who's been bullied is always the one who gets in trouble. That's just the mentality of what school life is like. How is this my fault? You started snapping at me.
Because you stole my personal notebook and read it without permission, you creep. How did you even get your hands on it?
Because you left it yesterday when you were playing the piano. She's angry, but at least we're talking now. I wonder... Wait, this isn't even a multiple choice scenario. Like, what? I won't let her treat me like this. But all she's doing is being cold to me since the moment we met. Why should I have to want to play nice with her? I'm going to speak my mind. What business is that of yours? You just say I stole it no matter what I said. Yeah, exactly. What's the point of being so confrontational with me? You could at least wait until you hear me out before treating me like a criminal. If you treat everyone who tries to help you like this, you'll just end up alone in the end.
Who do you think you are? You don't know anything.
Oh, really now? I don't have to know anything to tell you that you're being ridiculous. Maybe you wouldn't have to think of yourself as such a failure if you were nicer. Oh, that's cold. That's so cold, man. The moment after she slaps me, Yuria's other hand raises to cover her mouth. She looks like she's about to be sick. She yanks a notebook out of my grasp and darts off, leaving me alone. Maybe I went a little too far. No, speak your mind, for goodness sakes. That's what we call prejudice right there with her. Like, we have something of hers, but yet she won't even hear us out of why we have it in the first place. You stormed off during your piano practice because you were a little embarrassed about somebody else listening on you. But yeah, well, I guess that's over with. Yeah, like these friends, I guess it's over with. That reminds me, didn't I get a notification this morning? Yeah. Wait, is it from her? I should check it. Oh, it's from Cammy. It looks like she added me as a friend and sent me a message. Oh no, it was an invitation to meet up this morning. Too bad I overslept. Anyways, I could use some caffeine right now. I think Nia mentioned a cafe near campus. Maybe I should check it out. I think these options are a little bit pointless if we're going to go straight into it. Like, if there was multiple choices, but maybe there would be more reason as to have the option on screen. But the fact that there wasn't any options on screen just made me feel that those options on screen were a bit pointless unless there was two or more of them. I step inside the cafe and look around for anyone familiar. It doesn't take long for me to spot a girl chewing on a pencil by herself at a nearby table. Yeah, that's gotta be her. As I walk over to her, we make eye contact and she immediately stands up.
Oh, Felix, you're here.
Hello, Nia. Yeah, I had some time, so I figured I'd stop by. You still have to tell me about your project after all. Project Blue, I think is what you called it?
Oh, yeah. I was really looking forward to that.
Yay.
Before that, though, I was about to order myself a drink. You want anything?
Oh no, that's okay. I'm good.
I have to thank you for listening to my ramblings somehow. Come on, just let me buy you a drink.
Come on, Felix. This is your shot. Let her buy you a drink, please. Well, if you say so, I'll just take some black coffee.
Got it.
Hey, Nia walks over to the counter and orders. I can tell she's really excited by how she sprays on the toes of her foot. She quickly returns and sits down across from me. Ah,
It's nice to finally get to tell this to someone.
ah, there's a really nice portrait that is right there.
No
CG.
idea how hard it's been holding back all this info I have for you. In fact, I've been sort of waiting all day for this.
Ah, come on, Will. Listen to her.
Coffee and companionship.
Companionship and beverages. Don't you have anyone else to bounce ideas off of after you moved?
No, not really. None as cool, I mean, as helpful as you.
Wait, you're saying we're not cool by backtracking that statement?
I've spent most of my time studying for my other classes. Little you is really hard to get into after all.
Are you saying we're not cool, Nia? How could you? Okay.
I didn't really have any time for making friends.
Aww. I feel sad now. I feel myself smile weakly at the compliment. I find it hard to believe that I would be very helpful after all. But I'm here now at least, right? So that should count for something. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I looked away hoping to trail off into thought about something to talk about, but instead I lock eyes with a waitress coming our way. Here you go. Want black coffee? Can I get you to anything else? No thanks, I'm good. Oh, what? A bit presumptuous right there. She walked away after placing down a steaming hot cup of coffee and an iced tea. My coffee was Venta black. Black enough to see my tired reflection across the rippling surface.
Sheesh, she thought we were totally on a date together. Can you imagine that? The two of us?
That's not what you'd call...
Sheesh, she thought bet you still haven't been on one of those fancy things, huh? I bet you still haven't been on one of those fancy things, huh?
Okay, that voice line was a bit of a loop there. Actually, I have. Please, let's not go there. I'd rather not get into it.
Okay, you have to tell me. What was she like?
She was the best thing that ever happened to me. Yes, she was. But she's not here anymore. And she hasn't been for a long time. Well, of course I can't tell Nia any of this. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Just the thought of her runs my blood cold and my heart aching. She was someone special to me, but we moved apart.
Oh. Well, I am really sorry to hear that.
It would probably be incredibly difficult to figure out the connotation behind the factor of moving apart very far away.
I'm sure you'll find someone better if you just give it time.
Ooh, I'm not even sure such a person could even exist. I'm sure there is, but not right now. Nia must have noticed something was off with me, because not a moment later she reaches her hand out to grab me by my wrist. She has a serious look in her eye, as if she meant every word she said. I could tell she's trying to make me feel a little better, and I smile to reassure her, but I just feel terrible. Suddenly the cafe feels so crowded and loud. My hands feel clammy and my stomach grows cloudy. Though I try to return to the conversation at hand. Yeah, maybe. Thanks. A few minutes passed by and Nia had let go of my hand. Despite my attempts to get back to whatever we were talking about before, I just can't shake the sinking feeling in my gut. I must have spaced out for too long because... needs another O. Because when I finally returned to Earth, Nia's looking at me with concern.
Hey, are you feeling alright? You look a little pale.
Pale? Yeah, I'm fine.
You say that, but school just started. If there's ever a time to get sick, it'd be now.
Dear, introductions.
For now, just in case. Getting some rest now could have you feeling fine tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
You don't have anything to be sorry about. Besides, it's not that big of a deal.
Being pale is...
It means a lot to me that you'd be willing to hear me out, even when you're not feeling well.
Exactly, that's what friends are for. It's kind of self-sacrificial, but we do it for our friends if we're well enough.
Text me when you're feeling well again, and we can go over everything. Okay?
Alright, I will. Thanks. I walked out of the shop with Nia, who spared a quick, worried glance at me before heading away. It looked like it was going to be a walk home. The sun was just beginning set as painful memories of days gone past began to race through my mind. Mima, what would she think of me now? What would she think of Nia? I'm sure she would like her. Maybe we could have even been friends. The three of us. By the time I return home, I haven't realized I've been crying bitter tears staining my Okay. I couldn't imagine a worse possible outcome for how today went down. What am I even doing? Cammy never messaged me back. I got into a fight with that Yuria chick. I made Nia uncomfortable to top it all off, though it's not like I could help it. Being reminded of Mia stops me in my tracks. It's like I got weights on my legs and I can't move anywhere. Maybe better just to forget about her. But there's no way I can do that. Even though I know I can't continue living like this, it's not like I can change overnight. But hey, every day I'm okay as a step forward in the right direction. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day. We have cloudy days, but we also have rays of sunshine in our days. Next time I see Nia, I'll be better. I don't know if I'd ever be able to tell her about everything, but I should at least be able to take pride in the fact that I've made it this far. Before I hop into bed, I write about today's events in the diary. I wonder if that Reaper girl checks it as I write. I should probably pay her a visit and see what she thinks of those past 2 days. Yeah, that's a grand idea. Alright, back at it again in the library. Okay then, first order of business is finding Shifa. I walk around the library looking for Shifa, but instead I find this guy again. Hello, boss!
Hey there. Welcome back, lad. What brings you here?
Oh, just looking for Shifa. Do you know where she is?
Probably in a book somewhere.
In a book? That is news to us.
I'm not sure how long she'll be, but you're more than welcome to hang out in the meantime.
If I hang out for longer, though, will that mean more of my life will be reaped away in the real world? Well, I guess I'll do just that then. It seems like a good time to get to know this guy better. So, why are you running a library?
Do I need a reason to do something?
Yes? No, I just want to know if there was some sort of purpose behind all of this.
I decided to collect what your kind writes for fun. It's like a hobby of mine.
Okay.
I've got another friend who collects technology you build, another who collects art, and so on.
A lot of dimensions for each genre of different parts in the world, different fictions and technological innovations, and artistic values.
You humans are really fascinating, even if originality isn't everyone's strong point.
Look, it's not about who invented the wheel first, it's about not who made it the best, but who made it in accordance to what they would like it to be.
It's the diamonds in the rough of the mean that I enjoy finding.
Hey, so why do you need Shifa then? I haven't seen many librarians with scythes.
Because of the nature of the library. We don't exactly let our guests check out books and pay a late fee.
Yep.
Nor are we a public service. We collect our payments up front and provide our services instantly in exchange.
Hey.
While you are paying with your life, it's not like we really do anything with it. Consider it a rule of interdimensional ethics.
Very, very unique ethics. Interdimensionally. Right. I think I get it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, lad, I've got a few things to take care of.
Like... Before I get a chance to say goodbye, he walked away. Back to being by myself again. At least I'm good at it. Just when I hear light footsteps coming towards me.
Oh, what brings you here?
Hey, I was wondering what you thought of my progress these past 2 days.
You think you had progress?
Hey, don't be mean. Yeah, ghost number one sent me a friend request, and as for the other, maybe I shouldn't mention I got into a fight with her.
I don't think that's anything worth commending. People do those all the time. You are serious about this, right? Please don't waste my time.
Okay, Shifa, you got such high standards, haven't you? Still, to do that much took a lot of effort on my part. I want to see what you thought of that, but it seems like it's not that big of a deal to you. I was hoping for some kind of assistance, or reassurance, or something.
You're pushing the work off onto me now, too? I can't believe this.
That frown you have.
I was going to overlook the fact that you failed miserably in every possible way today. But now...
Now what?
I don't even know what to do with you. It's like you completely sabotaged any chance of getting to know 3 different people you met.
Really?
Those girls were textbook cases of potential love interests found in any novel, and you blew it.
Thanks, Shifa. It's not like you understand about human emotion. I'm sorry, I don't think I can do this, really. Why is moving forward so hard?
I can't stay mad if you make a pathetic face like that.
Really? Am I the one at fault here? No, wait, it's only been 2 days, hasn't it? Maybe her expectations of romance are unrealistic. I believe she said she knows about love. She knows about love is from books. She knows nothing of what's real then. If that's the case, then, hey, it may not have looked like much, but in reality, that's usually how things go. Pickup lines rarely work outside of getting numbers and love at first sight. Well, let's just say that doesn't happen to someone more than once. Surely I may have prevented myself from having a good time, but it's not like I can enjoy myself anyway. But if I had the ability to redo today, maybe I'd give it a shot.
Alright, I'll give you one more chance. Hand me the diary.
Okay, huh? I hand over the diary.
Listen carefully. This is the only time I'm ever going to do this, okay? I'm going to cut today out of your life.
Thank you very much. Cut today out?
With my scythe and this diary, it's possible to make it so that today will have never happened.
Oh, thank you.
Once I cut out today's page, you'll go back to this morning with your memories of today still intact.
Okay.
Normally you wouldn't remember a thing, but everything about this is an exception. I'm counting on you here.
We have a paradox occurring here, folks.
You won't have another chance after this one, so you better get it together. You won't get close to anyone by ignoring them, fighting with them, or worrying them.
Exactly. Right. I'll do it better this time. Thank you. I won't get a second chance after all, though considering I almost blew my second chance already, maybe this is more like a third chance.
Good. The reason I'm doing this now is because you needed help getting started. After this, though, your actions and their consequences are on you.
Look, Shifa, I bet you're going to give us some leeway in the future if we're good now.
Even if the choices you make don't lead anywhere, as long as you truly tried your best, I'll accept the outcome.
Okay, Shifa.
Today, you didn't truly try. Though, to be fair, today never happened. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're capable of this time.
Don't take this information on as canon, folks, for your own lives. You never get second chances. Once you blow it today, it just isn't going to be a thing. As in, you're not going to get a second chance. She caught the page with today's date in the fold of her siphon poured. Oh, no, why? I don't want to get up, but I need to. No matter how hard it is to get out of bed, I have to do it. If not for myself, for her. Still, it's a bit harder getting out of bed today. My whole body feels stiff. I managed to at least grab my phone. It's currently 6 in the morning. I really need to get up if I want to get there at 8. What's this? Out of the corner of my eye, I see a notification on my phone. You have one new friend request. You have one new message. Who's bugging me this early? Alright. You're supposed to pretend that this is new today. I trudge off the train and make my way towards the university. Man, I am definitely not a morning person.
You got my message.
I sure do, Cammy. Technically, I ignored it the first time, but yeah, I suppose it was definitely better than walking alone. Hey, I feel like death. I really should have slept in this morning.
Are you sick? You shouldn't attend school like this.
I'm fine. I'm doing this for my friendships. Why does everyone always assume I'm sick? No, it's fine. I'm just not used to getting up this early. But this time I didn't have a choice.
I hope I didn't keep you too late last night.
No, you did not. And what is with that pout? That pout is simply unacceptable, Cammy. This is a 0 out of 10 visual novel. I'm joking.
I feel kind of bad seeing you like this.
Aw.
Though you looked a lot more miserable last night.
Hey, now, there was a thunderstorm.
I thought it was because you had a spare. But then you just took off running.
That was the plan all along.
Still, that freak storm really came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and for the record, it rained even harder halfway on my run back home.
Thank you for your service. Anyways, here.
Here, after a half-hearted salute, she hands me back my umbrella that I lent her last night. I wonder if soldiers feel this empty when being thanked. It suddenly rained really hard last night while we were retaking the new footage, and she was lugging all that equipment with her, so of course I felt sorry for her. I mean, that area wasn't too far off from my apartment, so I thought, hey, I could just wing it. Right? Wrong.
I still think that it's a really cute umbrella for you to have.
And what kind of umbrella? Yeah, someone gave it to me. I inspect the brown umbrella. It has a bear face on it and a pair of ears on the top. One of the ears has a slight tear on it. Ah, wear and tear, as they say. I'm not losing this for anything in the world, even if it is getting a little old. Replacing this would be like replacing Mima.
Guess I owe you double now.
Ah, sure do.
Anyway, I finally posted the interview. Here, check it out.
Hey, she pulls out her phone and shows me a video on her Facebook page. Facebook phase. Lovely. It starts with a panning shot of a plaza with a few shakes here and there. A voiceover starts. The city plaza, home to an assortment of different people.
From all walks of life. Here, we can find many kinds of...
People. She sounds very formal and earnest at the same time. Almost like a friend showing you around town. The camera work was a little shaky, but solid, never staying too long in one place.
Who else do we ask? Let's ask the ones who are making their livelihood here and see what everyday life is like for them.
The video then went on to a one-on-one interview of every single shopkeeper in the plaza. The number of people she interviewed, this must have taken at least 3 days to get this much footage. And it was all really well edited, with tasteful cuts here and there.
And here's where you come in.
Yep. There I was, standing right beside the sign name of the camera shop, wondering what to say. Did my hair always look like that? No, I feel embarrassed. Suddenly a door behind me opens, and the camera zooms in on the storekeeper's face. It freezes in place, and the words Mrs. Yuria, store owner, appears on the bottom. I've forgotten how to pronounce his name. The video then cuts to his interview portion.
What did you think about that?
I like every part of it except for the part that I was introduced into it. Wait, you used the first cut?
Yep. The comedic timing was just too good to ignore.
You gotta have that comedic stuff. You gotta keep those bloopers. Oh, so there wasn't really any need for a second take.
Well, in the end,
Indeed.
the best take that we had.
Yep,
It looks good, right?
it looks fabulous. I'm not really mad, but it's kind of annoying to think that she used the first take anyway. Especially since I could have avoided getting sick like this if I hadn't stayed. Then again, I agree to this. So what can I do? It's not like this will launch my acting career or anything. I'm just glad that the end product came out well. Yeah, it looks good.
Thanks. And sorry for putting you through all that last night.
No worries, new friend. Don't worry about it. I knew what I was getting into anyway. Achoo! Keep your hand covered up.
Sure you shouldn't miss class today?
Don't tempt me. Yeah, I know I look like that today. And probably every day. But I feel fine. I'm not used to waking up this early, that's all. Well, you gotta get used to waking up early because this is the school life. You can only go to bed late and wake up late on the weekends. But even then you have priorities.
I really do feel bad about this. After all,
Don't be, Cammy. No, it's fine, really. Must hold back. The sneeze. Maybe I'm allergic to her perfume. Still what? She pockets the phone, guilt written all over her face. She doesn't have to feel so bad about it. I mean, I was the one who was stupid enough to run in the rain anyways. Well, my class is over there. Guess we'll see each other around?
yeah, sure. Take care.
Take care, Cammy. We head off to our classes, walking in separate directions. I get a few funny stares from some nearby students. Yep. I know. A guy like me walking around with a girl like that, unheard of. Or maybe it's the girly umbrella I'm carrying around. A girl like that, huh? It's nice to see someone who's really passionate about their work. Exactly. I wonder if I could ever be like that again. You can, if you believe in yourself. It's all about believing in yourself. Eventually, I'll make it to my class for the day. I arrived a bit earlier than usual. Most people aren't here yet. I'm going to have to play this next part very carefully, so I need to relax. Maybe I still have time to grab a drink before class starts. As I go to leave, I spot the piano girl from yesterday coming towards the room. Once again, she avoids all eye contact with me. She's really not making it easy to not be annoyed with her. Oh my gosh, really? Are we really going to repeat this process again? Absolutely not.
Please don't forget me.
This is our chance to break the cycle. Approach her and give her the notebook. Maybe she just didn't see me. I'll meet her in the doorway as she's coming in. Excuse me, Yuria?
How do you know my name?
She looks suspicious, but before she can say anything, I thrust the book out in front of her. This is yours, isn't it? Yep. She snatched it out of my hands like I just offered her $1,000 rather than gratitude, however. I met with a cold glare.
Did you find this? Are you some sort of thief?
Nope, I found it in the piano room when you were practicing. What? No, you dropped it when you were leaving the music room. She shoves past me and then heads towards her seat. Yesterday. Before I could say anything, I hear a cough behind me. I spin around to see the professor standing there, looking at me expectantly.
It's nice you're so eager to greet me, but we're going to begin soon. Would you mind taking your seat?
Absolutely, yes, of course. I do just that. I feel the eyes of the other students follow me to my seat, but Yuria doesn't give me a second glance. Rude. She could have at least thanked me for returning her notebook. As I think about it now, maybe people have more that they're suffering with than what meets the eye, so maybe criticizing her earlier wasn't a very nice thing for me to do. But at first glance, when you meet someone for the first time and they're just like that, you gotta really wonder about first impressions. Oh well, I should probably pay attention. The professor might speak in monotone, but he doesn't post his slides either. I'll need to take notes. Well, Yuria definitely is not my favourite girl of this game. Wink wink. Finally, class is over. Let's see. Up next is meeting with Nia. She should be at the cafe right about now. I remember that we were going to meet to talk about her new project. I head over to the cafe with a courteous yet optimistic attitude. I'm confident that I'll be able to do much better this time. Hell yeah, I step inside the cafe and look around for anyone familiar, though it doesn't take long to spot my pencil-chewing friend. I make eye contact with her and wave, offering a friendly smile.
Felix, you showed up.
Hell yeah, of course we would show up here. Yeah, I had some time, so I figured I'd stop by. You still have to tell me about your project after all. Project Blue, was it called?
Oh, yes, Project Blue. I was really looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to order a drink. You want anything?
Make your demand. Don't say you don't want anything, man. Oh, for goodness sakes. I'm disappointed, Felix. I really am. There we are being offered a free drink, but yet you just say no. Just order a drink. Oh no. That's okay, I'm good.
I have to thank you for listening to my rant somehow. Come on, just let me buy you a drink.
Well, okay then. I'll just take a coffee. Black coffee.
You got it.
Alright, this time around I'll be the one to steer the conversation. I just need to find an opening, and I'll make sure that we talk about positive things. No need to even think about her. Don't even mention that in your mind. Once she enters your mind, you're going to be warped for the rest of your opportunities.
Well, it's nice to finally get to tell this to someone.
Okay.
You have no idea how hard it's been holding back all this info I have for you. In fact, I've been sort of waiting all day for this. Coffee and companionship.
Companionship and... I forgot what I said earlier. Confectionery? I think it's something like that. I'm surprised you didn't have anyone else to bounce ideas off. It must be rough trying to work on this project alone.
I will admit that sometimes it can be a bit difficult to focus, but it's not too bad for me. I have my super lovely sister
Aww.
if I ever need help. Whenever she's not working, that is.
Yep. Oh, is that so? It must be nice having a sibling to rely on. I'm an only child, so I wouldn't know.
She can be a bit irresponsible sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really lucky for the most part to have her when she's around. That is.
Hey, it's nice having siblings, okay? Then again, if you never had a sibling, then you probably wouldn't know what it feels like to have a sibling? Question mark? I'm going to leave that off with a question mark. Her voice trails off at the end and I begin to worry. Is this a touchy subject? Today I'm supposed to avoid making anyone upset. What am I supposed to say? I looked away hoping to think about something else to talk about, but instead I locked eyes with a waitress coming our way. Here you go, 1 black coffee. Can I get you to anything else? No thanks, we're good. Enjoy your date. Wait, there's a chance I was looking for. Thanks, we will.
Hey, you're giving her the wrong idea.
Lovely. Oh, I didn't think you'd be this embarrassed. I need to steer this conversation onto her project. Anyways, so that project you showed me earlier at the computer lab, you were telling me that it was some sort of artificial intelligence, right? Tell me more about how you want me to test it.
Oh, right. Let's see. Basically, I just need you to talk to it. Treat it like a real human being. I already have it set up on my laptop, so you can give it a quick test. Let me just...
Booted right up. Nia turns around and pulls her laptop out of her bag. It's a large, beastly looking thing, but it'll probably have more business belonging to someone who worked for NASA rather than a schoolgirl. Then again, the most powerful list of things are within the smallest of spaces. Take that as you will. Turning it around and flipping it open, I am met with a small, basic chat room. White background, black text, and a small field for me to type in.
Voila! Project Blue. It doesn't look like much right now, but I can add all of the graphical options to make it look prettier later.
You gotta make it work first before adding in any sort of visual appeal. You know, like any sort of learning curve. You get the basis down first, and then from there, once the basis becomes muscle memory, then you can work out on how to make it look pretty.
She's super duper nice because, well, that's how I made her.
Look, if she tells us to bugger off, I am going to also bugger off.
Why don't you say hi?
Nia offers me her computer. Unsure what to say, I just type hello into the chat bar. Hello.
It'll screen you for what kind of person you want to talk to, so just answer it however you feel like.
Okay. Nia nods, encouraging me to go on, so I continue. I type, how are you doing? I wouldn't put that second part. I heard that you're an AI. I'm doing wonderful since you are here. Also, yes, I am an AI, designed to be your friend.
It'll eventually learn your texting patterns and develop its own personality.
Yeah,
But that takes a while, so she sounds pretty generic for now.
that's fine. Oh, I couldn't even begin to understand how it could do that. This must be one smart AI.
Sure is. After that, I just need you to talk to a daily. Think that's something you could do?
Okay, count me in. I'd love to try something out like that.
Thanks! For supporting me, I can add your name as a beta tester once I get a site online.
Oh, yeah, we get to be a beta tester for our wonderful friends project. Oh, yeah. Sweet. I'll have a new thing to put on my resume.
You're welcome! For now, though, you'll have to download her to your computer, which is where this little thing comes in handy.
Is it a USB stick? Ah, Nia pulls out a flash drive from her bag and twirls it around in her fingers before putting it down on the table before me. Picking it up, I flip over the drive and eye her curiously.
That contains all the files you'll need to run Project Blue. For now, it'll only work on your laptop or a desktop computer. Just install it and text me if you run into any issues.
Does it work? Does it run on Windows or Rack? That probably isn't the correct word. RAC, I mean. Text me if you run into any issues. Taking the flash drive, I put it safely in my pocket. Nia seemed content with this and took her laptop away before stuffing it into her bag. The rest of the evening was spent talking about our time in Lily University and memories from long ago. I actually managed to enjoy our time together. It was nice having someone I could call a friend just to hang out with. The waiter definitely thought we were dating, but honestly, it was fun just to watch Nia's face grow increasingly more interesting shades of pink and red. Eventually, we parted ways and I went back home, this time a little more confident with how I did. Oh yeah. Today was exhausting, but at least I truly tried my best to connect with others. Well, 2 of them anyways. First I ran into that film girl Cammy. She's pretty nice. I'm glad I did ignore her like last time. I'm glad that I was able to give Yuria back her notebook too. I hope I never see that girl again. That makes us 2, buddy. I'm looking forward to that project with Nia. She said she'd help me get it set up next time we met. I wonder what would happen if we selected the same option with Yuria that time around. Before I hop into bed, I write about today's events in a diary. Well, Shifa, I did it. I tried my best. Let's see what we have to say to that. Wait, we're back at... Oh, damn it. Not so soon. Now, where could she be? She's probably in a book somewheres. Maybe behind those shelves? Yeah, there she is. Quick as the light. She's really reaching for that one book. I wonder if I should offer to help. Oh, she actually got it. Nice.
Oh, you're back. Well, how'd today go?
Spiffingly well, thank you very much, Shifa. You have no idea how today went for me. It was incredible. I mean, for second go, yes, we got probably the same result, but at least I didn't get sent out of class. But then again, it's probably equal if we took her out of class as well. I think it went really well. Even though my best isn't the best, I gave it my all.
I'm glad to hear that. Here, let me review what you wrote in the diary today.
What if we don't want to show you what we wrote in the okay, we probably won't be able to get out if we don't do that.
This is good. You pass. If you keep connecting with people like this, I'm sure something good will happen.
Exactly. You really think so? Awesome.
Indeed. Did you want to read a book while you're in the library?
I would love to. I think I'll pass. That sounds like something I should do when I really need
A
it.
wise decision indeed. I appreciate that you value your life.
Thanks. You know, I don't think I've properly thanked you yet for the opportunity you've given me. So, thank you. I mean it. You even made an exception for me. This time. I'm looking forward to seeing how our partnership grows. Shifa?
Sorry. I'm not really used to being thanked. You're welcome. I'm looking forward to this too.
Was that a crack in a dam that I saw just there? Well, I'm going to get back out there and give it my all. Can you send me off?
Yeah, I can do that.
I'm sure she enjoys reaping people away back to reality. She raises her scythe.
Hey, make sure you come visit me sometimes too. Okay?
Within a few seconds, she's really changed. What time is it? I look at my phone, noticing the time. It's about an hour and a half after my first class of the day. I guess I can't be expected to keep it together every day after all. Oh well, the only days worth remembering are the ones where good things happen. Speaking of days, I noticed an interesting feature at the back of a diary in my possession. Apparently there's a planner section, and Shifa encouraged I fit it out. Let's take a look at it, and when I'm done I'll take a look at what I have going on today. Oh, hi there. So today is piano with Yuria. Right. Is there any way to avoid that? Couldn't you... Okay. Upcoming day. What would that be? So we've got different options here. So, upcoming day. Past day. Okay, so it is a bit like a diary of sorts. Upcoming day.
Let's play it by ear.
I wonder if I'll get... I don't think you want to see us again, for goodness sakes. Alright, now I've got a good idea of what's in store for me this week. At least. I think I do. Should I take another look? Take another look at the planner. And what I'm going to do is take a print screen of my days ahead of me. Like, okay, so this is today. And then after that is that. Okay. That's pretty good for me. What is an upcoming day, though? Is that just like a day which we could do anything? Recess day.
Let's play it by ear.
Okay, now I've got a good idea. What's in store? Go about my day. I've got a good idea now, so I head to campus. By the time classes were over, I was overcome with a strong sense of wanderlust. Breaking up the monotonous daily routine of a scheduled lifestyle is one of the few ways I can keep sane. But instead of exploring someplace new, I found myself walking back to the abandoned building I met Yuria in. Maybe some part of me wants to see her again. I absolutely do not. Oh dear. Her skin and piano is apparent from the sound of the music she plays. Something about the music pulls me in. It's like a black hole. Perhaps it's the raw emotions I feel when listening to her play that brought me there again. It wasn't long until I heard the familiar sound of music decorating these dilapidated halls. I don't think I pronounced that correctly. For some reason, the music was boiling with emotion that beckoned me towards it. And here she was again, as expected. She doesn't seem to like me much. I should probably give the room a wide breath so I don't scare her again. I said that, but here I am again. It's like the song itself it's like the song itself changes form the closer you get. It's hard to describe, but it really draws you in. I'll just listen until she's finished, and then I'll leave. I won't bother her if I don't make myself notice. But the music stopped, and then that was pretty abrupt. Maybe she's restarting the song. I'll just take a quick peek through the glass to make sure she's alright. Last time she didn't seem to be doing well. I just would stay as far away from this scenario as possible. That great. What did I say, Felix? Brat. How'd you know I was?
You were shuffling around and humming. The walls are very thick here.
Thanks for that.
It would have been harder not to notice you.
Thanks. Oh, did I actually do that? I hope it's not often.
Why do you keep coming here? Trying to steal more stuff?
Are you always going to prejudice us of stealing when you dropped your book? I mean, we could have just returned it to put it in lost properties, but for goodness sakes. No,
Or are you some kind of creep? Don't tell me you keep coming around because you're some sort of lovesick stalker.
I think Yuria has had some sort of experience like this in her past, and that's why she's coming to these sort of conclusions. No, listen, it's...
I have pepper spray in my bag. I don't want to use it, but if you don't keep your hands to...
Yuria, please. I just heard you playing from before and want to listen. Last time it was the same. Is that really so bad?
Well, no. But if that was all you wanted, why not stay in the foyer? Why hang outside like a stalker? You don't need to be here.
Maybe I should have asked a girl playing... I should have asked a girl playing piano in a dilapidated building where nobody really goes if she was okay with having an audience. For now, I think it's best to... No, we're not going to leave her alone. For goodness sakes, we're in this ride together, and for goodness sakes, I'm going to make it the roughest ride we're ever going to have in this visual novel. I am not going to allow this kind of pessimism to continue. Be persistent. I know I don't need to be here, but I want to be. I want to listen to your playing without disturbing you. To do that, I need to stand out here. I'll wait until you're done, and then I'll leave quietly. Is that so wrong?
You realize that makes you a total stalker, right?
Yuria, you just keep coming to those conclusions regardless of who it is. Huh?
You're really thick-headed, aren't you?
And you're saying that yourself isn't?
I'm playing here because I didn't want anyone to be around me.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'll make a recording if you want to hear me play so bad, but don't come anymore.
She starts gathering her things. I'm getting a sense of deja vu here. Wait, what?
All you want is to hear me play, right? I'm not your personal pianist. So if you're not going to listen to me when I speak, I'll make it so you can hear me play. But that's it. I don't want any more to do with you.
Yuria says that to everybody, Felix. It's not just you. No, there's no need. I'll go.
Sir, how would a business handle bad advertising?
Not before I do. What? That was a different voice line for that. I wanted to say something more, but I couldn't find the words. She left not long after. In hindsight, I think she just wanted an excuse to get away. Why? I'm a nice guy. Felix, you are a nice guy. She's just incredibly prejudiced. Putting conclusions in before there was even a story. Aren't I? You are a nice guy, Felix. I call those words out into the hollow void of my apartment, but of course nobody replies. I live alone after all. Then again, things weren't that different when I never really minded, but I was sort of... Okay, we're getting a sense of deja vu here. It's not embarrassing, but when I used to imagine... Okay, again, deja vu. This is deja vu. And so, in the silence, I make dinner for one and head into my bedroom. Oh, I woke up on time today. Hey, look at me go. I'll actually be able to attend my morning class. I have no other plans, so once I grind out today, I can come back home and relax. After getting ready for the day, I'll take a train to campus. Classes are dull, just like always. I'm grateful for air conditioning at least. Actually, I just might fall asleep like this.
Mr. Felix, I saw you on Facebook this morning. Good job standing up for small business owners.
Thanks, Professor. Stand up for small... Oh. He must be talking about that video for Cammy. Oh, thanks, Teach.
Also, I would appreciate it if you would stand up for the class.
Really? Oh? He's going to be an example of me, isn't he? Okay, so I sleep in his class more often than I care to admit, but it's hard to stay awake this early when you're more of a night owl, you know. Still, that doesn't excuse me from the fact that I've been slacking off in this class. Also, the fact that I still don't know this guy's name. I'm definitely not an honor student. I obediently stand up, walking towards the front of the room at his beckoning. The professor plays the interview I did with Cammy on the screen. I would later learn that the video was shared around by Fusselty in support of something a student at Malheur had made.
So you see, what Felix here did was an example of spontaneous advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Compared with a regular method, this form of advertising affords the businesses free media exposure at absolutely no cost to them.
Exactly, because it's an interest. It's an interest in something. And when you have an interest in something, it can be of no cost.
Nifty, right? If we take a...
Everyone's staring at me. It's what it feels like to be famous.
And what every business aspires to have. Mr. Felix, you may be seated.
Thank you. Fame comes and goes, I guess.
Oh, but before you do, are there any questions? Yes, Miss Yuria.
Hi.
Sir, how would a business handle bad advertising?
Oh, for goodness sakes, Yuria. I bet she's asking questions so I have to awkwardly stand up here for longer. Outstanding move.
Oh, what do you mean by bad advertising? Please elaborate.
Is Yuria just going to announce in front of a class that we're quote-unquote a stalker? Because that's really bad of you.
Let's say, what if the advertiser was someone you didn't particularly care for?
She's definitely doing this to spite me, isn't she?
Oh, good question. Say, Mr. Felix, stand over here.
I guess I just gotta run with this. Yep.
All right. See here, class. Let's say if Mr. Felix here...
Yes. That is a pretty nice photo, by the way. The professor lays both hands on my shoulders, giving me a little shake.
Let's just say that he did some untoward things.
What kind of play is this?
This man robbed a bank. And cheated on his wife.
What? How did you know?
I know everything. Or at least what's in the syllabus.
Yep. Ta-da.
But I'm not done listing off your dastardly deeds.
What do they call this kind of play, where you're really enrolling in something fictional?
Even worse than theft and adultery is his crime of exhibitionism.
Oh gosh.
How could we forget the time he went crazy all of a sudden and ran around town naked?
Gosh. Wait, why does she looks like she's believing all of this? This is libel, or maybe slander. Definitely defamation. I think we'll cover those topics in this class, actually. Compared to Yuria, the rest of the class at least seems to display a mix of smirks and confused faces.
Now, if you were a business owner, would you want Mr. Felix to advertise your business?
Yep. I mean, maybe if you sell running shoes, okay. Not promoting that. The resounding sound of no echoes through the room. But maybe this is a counter-argument to say that if we were such a bad person, then we would not appear in the advertisement in the first place. So, joke's on you, Yuria. It's only a slight chance, but I feel that me denying these allegations as her looking at me in a more positive light.
This, my dear class, is why businesses pay big bucks for advertising. It's not just about getting famous people.
Yep.
It's about getting likable people.
I prefer likable people than famous people. Because there are famous people who are likable and famous people who are despisable.
Someone of good moral character. Someone whose social status is untainted.
Yes. Everyone nods their understanding. I mean, yeah, of course. If I were to do that, then Mr. Jeter's business would definitely have some answering to do. I wouldn't even want myself as an advertiser.
Thank you, Mr. Felix. You may be seated.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh, and see me after class.
Okay. Wait, what? I was thinking that. Did I do something wrong? Is it because of me sleeping in his class? Is he going to make me do supplemental work? No. Maybe he's here to give me additional points for participating in that video. Then I wouldn't have to worry about the subject. I could finally sleep in. Wait, that defeats the purpose.
Are you enjoying your experience at Lima University so far, Mr. Felix?
I sure am. Yes, teach.
Any problems with the curriculum?
No, sir.
All right. You know, you can always come to me if you're having trouble keeping up with the class.
Exactly, that's what professors are there for. They're there to steer you in the right direction. They are never there to do the work for you. Oh, no, but they give you pointers. But you're the one who has to digest that information and make sure it goes through the system correctly.
I understand that the university culture can be quite competitive, and that many students find the need to.
You should what? Oh, so he's concerned about me. That's nice. It is that noticeable. Have I been that out of it? Come to think of it lately, lots of people that think that I'm sick. I guess I might be.
Why we worry? Is there anything keeping you from focusing on your education? Any personal matters?
If I were to raise up about the current issue of Yuria and the fact that she tried to frame me in class, then maybe, but nah.
I won't tell anyone. I promise.
Thank you, Professor.
Between sleeping in class and that 1,000-yard stare you sometimes have, I feel like there's got to be something going on in your life.
Yeah. Look, Teach. I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. Felix, please open up. There's something I have to face. No, don't bear it alone. Bottling up something will only make it worse down the road. Alone.
Darling, you can't go on like this. You know that something's wrong with you.
Me? Do I tell him? I don't even know what to tell him. I don't even understand what's going on with myself. I'm... Achoo!
Oh, are you sick? Maybe I was overthinking things too much. I've got a mask somewhere around here you can borrow.
Masks are kind of mandatory nowadays. If I just tell him I'm sick, then maybe this awful interrogation can end. Go away. Just don't watch me as you lean on the wall. Go away. Go away. My chest won't stop tightening. Why do I feel like I'm suffocating? Would Mima be happy seeing me like this? No, of course not. She said I can't go on like this. Wait, who is she? Mima isn't here. The one in front of me is inside my head. Am I just an observer of my own thoughts, and she represents what I think? She's not real. She's not real, but she's inside my head. She's not real. She's not real, but she's my thoughts. Are my thoughts real? Is anything I experience real? This is no good. I can't think straight.
Found it. Don't worry, I've never used it.
Thank you, Professor.
It's a spare from a while back when I needed a few.
Stop pitying me. Get out of my head.
Oh, and don't forget your umbrella leaning on the wall.
Thank you, Professor. I follow his gaze. It's the bear umbrella she gave me. Thanks.
Seriously, though, if you ever need someone to talk to, I also act as one of the school's counselors.
That's a good thing to have as a professor you regularly see, one who's also a counselor.
My number's in the syllabus, should you need it.
Yeah, I got it. I picked up the umbrella and went home for the day, ignoring my other classes. Great, I've overslept once again. At this rate, I'll fail my classes. That would be less than ideal. I'll pick up my phone, which is low on battery since I didn't charge it last night. 40%. Good enough. It's not like anybody texts me. Oh, I have messages. Oh. The words are off the message part. I noticed you were absent. Normally I'd email, but I thought I'd much out to you directly like this. If you happen to feel well enough to... Is that something? Make it to campus today. Feel free to stop by the guidance counseling room and I can get you today's handouts. I should go to school today. Oh, I still have another message. It's from Nia. Hey, have you gotten a chance to play with the AI yet? Oh right, I think she gave me a copy. I completely forgot. Not yet, but I'll get to it tonight. I'm really excited to see what you've been working on so far. Heh, it's awesome. You'll love her. Her? Did I not mention it? The AI is a girl. Well, she's not a person, but I made her girly. I've always wanted a little sister, so I think of her as my own. Please treat her like you would any other girl, but like better. Yeah, she'll be in good hands. You on campus today? I've got about an hour left of this class, and then I can go home. Do you want to meet up? Dang, I was hoping our schedules would align, but I have my next class starting in an hour. That's when I have class. Maybe there'll be another time when we're both free? I try to get out of campus as fast as possible. Such is the life of a commuter. I know. Why don't you come over sometime this week? How about in a few days? Bet. What's the plan? You bet. What's the plan? What? Yeah, they released a new one, didn't they? I'm game. I mean, you'll lose, but you can try... Professor is looking this way. Thank you. I can't keep up with her sometimes. Anyway, I need to get ready for the day. If you were to say that the thing you would want to play is called Smash, rather than just saying what you said just said, I think some people would take that the wrong way. And I certainly did, unfortunately. Let's see what I have planned. Let's see what we have planned tomorrow, overmorrow. For the good with them. Okay, so we have...
Hey!
Gotta get to class today. Classes that day were nothing special. Though, when are they ever? Having finished up for the day, I decided I might as well stop by the guidance office. After all, I don't have any reason to not to, sorry.
Hey, good to see you stop by.
Okay, we're going to leave things off here, folks. I wanted to leave things off when it kind of just faded in and out. But... anyways, I'm making excuses at this point. So, thank you all so much for watching, guys. And we shall see each other in the next and possibly final time of the demo of Once More. We are going to come back to this game at least once more. One more time. Okay. Well, how many puns can we make with Once More? I'm sure there's at least one more time. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you're enjoying the story of this game so far and the characters in it. Yuria, unfortunately, is rock bottom when it comes to favourite people of this game. And then, I've forgotten her name now. The one that we did the photo shoots with. And then they're the top two. But I don't know how to rank them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. But then again, there is a learning curve for all of this. Like, if someone treats you badly at first sight, but it could be the possibility that there might be a friendship after all along the line there, then, okay, the introduction is bad, but you got to be friends with them and something more could spark from there. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and take care of yourselves.